I say I wanted to give up. Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Keith. I'm back here with another video. And this video has been long overdue. And what I mean by long overdue, I've been trying to figure out to get the words right, figure out what to say, how to do it, when to do it, and I just said there's really no particular time when to do anything, so you just got to do it right now. If y'all see the title, it is saying that for these past 8 months, it's been an experience that I can't even imagine or explain, and I finally gonna come out and tell you my secret. Let's start from where I think it all happened. Around last year, around Christmas, actually not that about around November, Christmas, things just didn't seem right, going into this year. But you always got to keep an open mind. But before I get into that, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Road to 500 and 1K. Okay. Things just didn't seem right. Things that I thought, all right, I'm writing down goals. Listen, all right, you know what, y'all? I messed up. I did a lot of things that I didn't supposed to do. And I just said, all right, going into 2022, this is going to be perfect. Like, I'm gonna try to make it as perfect as possible. Remember that, right? Perfect as possible, but nothing is perfect. So going into that, I was just like, okay, well, it is what it is. So, it gets around the holiday, I'm not really feeling it. My grandmother's not the same. My mom is overly working. I'm working, just trying to get, things situated. And I'm to the point now, I'm just like, I really don't know what more I can do. And I'm like, you know what? At least I can still got my friends, and part of my family that's close to us. And it got to the point that I was just like annoyed. Like, I'm doing everything for everybody, but I'm not really getting anything reciprocated back. And it broke me to the point like, damn, is this what it is? Like, I give, but ain't nobody really giving anything back, or that energy is not the same. And I had to learn that the hard way. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes, and I'm still trying to learn. But the crazy thing about all of this, like out of all of this, was that going into 2022, I never thought that a lot of things would have changed. And what I mean by that, it went downhill. Yes, I am blessed. Yes, I still have life. That's all that matters. But for me, this video makes me need to just be who I am. And I'm tired of hiding that. And for the longest, it really broke me. I have no emotions. Let's get it out. I have no emotions. I try to hold everything in, and it just hurts sometimes. And starting in January, starting in December, going into January, everything just went. The holiday sucked. Me trying to do things for everybody. My goals that I had in line, I'm like, okay, I'm about to get this, and that, and the third. Might go back to school, try to get a new job. I was even like, oh, let me get my passport, and then let me try to, make it official with the person I was talking to. And I'm like, everything seems perfect. Like I'm going into the holiday, like this is good. Then all of a sudden, right when Christmas is about to start, everything just went bad. That was losing out on hours from my job. That was also knowing that my grandmother was getting sick, but we didn't know how bad it was. That was also trying to make amends, or even just deal with a relationship, thinking that everything is perfect and gold, and realize like, yo, this ain't even what I thought it was gonna be. Or even trying to say like, damn, I know this ain't happening. That the person that you think you will be with kind of just moved on, or kicked you to the curb, or whatever the case may be. Then after that, January hit. Damn, it was just downhill. February, my birthday. Not really anybody came out for my birthday, and also I didn't make it known because I already knew that it was going to be cold, winter. So whoever did come out, I thank you guys for it. I appreciate it. Soon after my birthday, we go from December, January, February, and then March. That's when everything when I tell you everything went to like going high to low. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This year has broke me. And what I mean by it broke me to the point that I wanted to give up. And when I tell you I never want to give up sometimes, but I really wanted to give up and just say, screw this life. I don't want to live. That's how bad it got. And I lost the person that I really, really wanted to be with. I also lost a part of me when my grandmother got so sick to the point that I tried to tell my peoples like, hey, something's not right, but y'all need to go. And they said, okay, we'll handle it. Cool, whatever. And then what really broke me was when my job said, hey, we're cutting hours. I go from 39 to 42 hours a week to 5 hours. And I said, you gotta be fucking with me. Like all jokes aside, who the hell can survive for 5 hours? You know what I'm saying? Luckily though, I had another job, so it didn't really affect me, but it affected me because I got paid more at this job than my second job. But it's all good because I said, you know what, God is in control. I had to open up and let God in because I said, okay, I can't do this. I can only control so much in this world that we live in, to the point like, okay, this is going to give me a headache. And I said, going into this year, I got all these goals that I'm writing down and saying, all right, hey, I'm about to do this, that, and the third, right? Guess what happened? Half of them goals did and did not get accomplished. The main ones that I wanted, lightweight and somewhat did. Okay, getting a passport, being open to more job opportunities, and actually going back into my field. I love it. You know, I had the biggest fear for years to not get rejected, and I hate rejection. And for the longest, I kept getting rejected from jobs to jobs, but I finally got it. And I went with one job, and I said, this ain't for me. So then I went with the second job that I wanted the first time that denied me, but then regretted it and then hired me and gave me more than what I expected. So I am actually happy about that. Now, personal life, I'm going to tell you this. Back to where we was at. Everything went downhill around like March. And the reason why it went downhill is because I was pressuring myself to do this, try to make everything, make amends. And I thought about it. And it took me 8 months to realize that you putting in so much effort to support, to appreciate so many people, but not one time are they really actually acknowledging you or giving you some of that energy back. To the point that it broke me from my own mental. I had to question my own self about who I was, what I wanted. Am I even good enough for myself, good enough for the person I wanted, or just in general? And it hurt because, like, at the end of the day, I want to be happy. But I also wanted to be happy, not just for myself, but for others or for the person that I want. And that just goes for in general. And when I tell you from then to now, it made me realize something about who I was. I really didn't know who I was at that point. Thought I didn't. And now to the point in my life that I worked and tried so freaking hard to beg, to make amends to everybody. And I thought about it, I'm like, why am I doing all that? I made my mistakes. Oh well, so what? You like me, you don't. Oh well, fuck it, get over it. Life is too short. And I still haven't told y'all my secret, but thank you for keep watching it. to the point that literally I say I wanted to give up. And now, me looking back on these 8 months, I'm actually glad and happy I did not give up. But I will tell you this, I do still have my moments. And comment down below and you tell me if you have your moments. Because, again, I say, I almost wanted to just give up and leave everything, just leave it all on the table and say, fuck it. This life ain't for me. I've lost everything. The person, the goals, the career, everything. I really thought I did. And now, to the point that when it gets to, March, April, May, June, I'm thinking like, okay, things are going to work out, not just for myself, but my friends, families, even the person I'm trying to be with, possibly. And then everything just kept going downhill. Like, bruh, my grandma wasn't getting better. My jobs, they was playing games. And then they finally want to say, oh, hey, we going to start giving people hours. But it's like, it's kind of too late. So I went on a limb. And my goal was every year, improve on myself, but also improve on any job or career that I have. Because one job or one of these jobs that you have will not, and I mean will not, secure you or supply all your needs. A job will hire you and fire you in a blink of an eye. So my goal was to find me a job that I can be secured in and making way more than what I can ever imagine, and that's what I'm doing. Not only that, for relationship-wise, I had to redirect myself and said, stop looking, let it happen. I have so much potential for myself, but I don't see it. But I do see it now, but at the point I didn't. It hurt me to the point that I had to figure out to love myself and appreciate myself. So then instead of me looking and trying to cope with it and cover it up, it was pointless. So I needed to express my feeling. And me going to counseling and getting the right proper therapy that I needed, me opening up more is the best thing that I could ever do. No, I'm not a soft dude. It's just that my emotions and my feelings that I had long time ago, 8 months ago, it wasn't opening. Like they was just closing, and I kept getting angry. I kept getting scared. Not only angry and scared, but I just felt so mad. I had so much anger and hatred towards a lot of people. The person I wanted, my mom, my family, and it was because, I'm gonna tell you this, it was because I myself allowed myself to take in all of that anger, all of that depression, all of that, well, it is what it is type stuff, to the point that it broke me. And that's why I keep saying, like, this year broke me to the point that I needed to be more open and honest and express who I am. Because if I don't, any of us is like a ticking time bomb. It's just only so much we can bear and take. And for me now, I'm looking back on this and I'm like, damn, I lost out on a lot, but I gained a lot too. Hoping and wishing that certain things will work out for the best. Hoping that, my health stays a point. Then, now, let's go back, right? Now, it came to June when my grandmother really started getting sick, right? When she went into the hospital because she fell and then she also fractured her hip, that's where I knew, like, this one is it. My mom didn't want to believe me. She like, oh, she gonna be fine. She gonna be fine. She gonna be cool. Now, what bothered me the most was that I'm like, all right, grandma might make it. But then when I start seeing her patterns of not eating, she getting more angry, more mad, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, this is serious. I kid you not. When me and my mom and my aunt got that call saying, hey, y'all need to come and get her, she's being disobedient. And then when we seen her, keep in mind, when we seen her, she was so skinny. My pinky, like this right here, could literally wrap around her arm. And I said, yeah, she's not making it. She's not. Give or take. My mom said I get her like September. I said I wouldn't be surprised if she don't make it past the end of summer or midsummer. However, whatever the case may be, it finally just broke me. I kept everything closed in, and I told my mom, I'm like, listen, I'm not feeling this. Like, I'm going through the emotions. I don't want to see her pass away in this house. And sure enough, she did. I'm not mad about that. I'm more or less mad that I wish I could have helped her. I wish I could have did more, but at the end of the day, it's nothing really much more I can do. But it's okay. And you want to know why it's okay? Because I know that she's in a better place right now. Now, for my mom and me, it's been hard. It's been hard, and my mom has been taking it harder. And I won't lie and say I haven't took harsh to it. I will admit that I have. But you know what? It's all good, because what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And for me, being who I am, I needed to express how I feel. And for my mom, y'all see the previous video that we made, that's how my mom felt. And you could tell she's still hurting. She's still exhausted. She's still not mentally okay, but it's all good, because you want to know why? Because we're human. We all know at the end of the day, we all have an expression date. And because we have that expression date, we all have that expression date. And, sorry, y'all. We all have that date that we all know that one day that time is going to one day hit us all, right? We're only young for so long. We're only old for so long. To the point that, hey, we may be here today and gone tomorrow. Nothing is promised. What I want to say is that I love you, Grandma. I love you, Ma. I love myself. I'm still trying to figure myself out. And that anger, that hate, is slowly gone. Can't say all, but it's slowly gone. And what helped me with it was just praying, giving me love and support. Not only that, one of my best friends reached out and they talked to me, and you know, I'm getting there. Now, the situation for my personal life, you know, like dating wise, it's hard. It really is. My mental status is up and down like a roller coaster, you know, because like losing my grandmother, trying to make sure my mom is okay, still trying to find work. Well, not finding work back then, but now I'm cool, but just bouncing back. It's a mental drain to the point that it breaks you. And I just want to say, yeah, it got to me. And I didn't want to make this video too long and boring, but I needed to express that. My biggest secret was me holding in so much hate and anger to the point that I didn't know what else to do besides just keep holding in, taking myself out the game mentally, and putting so much pressure on me to realize that what's the point of putting so much pressure? And what I mean by this is, what's the point of putting so much pressure on yourself when literally the other people won't do the same for you? What's the point of going beyond the needs of them when they won't do the same thing for you? Or what's the point of giving that same energy or that high-end energy that you know you want to have that high expectation when you know at the end of the day they won't? It's crazy, right? Exactly. And for the longest, that's what I did. It's not that I'm not interested or want to do things for myself or want to do things for other people. It's the simple fact is that you know when to put forth that effort, and you also know when not to. You also know when you need to fall back and also need to just rethink life. And for a lot of my friends, I really thought things was going to work out, and they didn't. So all I can do is say, hey, and that's my story. I love you guys. I thank you so much for watching this video. Please understand, it was hard for me to make this video. And honestly, I didn't even know if I was really going to make it or not. I just freestyled and said how I felt off my heart. So, I thank you so much. And God got this. God got you. And I really just needed this break from life. I do apologize for not posting constantly and consistently, but it has been a mental breakdown, and it broke me, especially losing my grandmother about almost 3 weeks ago, the beginning of August, and it's the end of August. Nothing will ever be the same, and I'm okay with that. But I have to just come to amends to say, hey, Grandma, I love you, always will. My mom, I will always love you. I will always be there for you, no matter how hard it may get. And we got this, and we're gonna get through it. For all my friends, family, loved ones, thank you. You know who you are. For my close friends and my potential, whoever that may be, I hope y'all watching. I don't know the future, whatever it holds. Just don't give up on me. That's all I ask. For my friends, family, loved ones, please just don't give up on me. Right now, it's a work in progress, and I gotta trust the process. Yeah, that's it. It's your boy Keith. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to your boy. Road to 5 and then 1K. And follow me on social media here. That's if I post them. If not, I don't post them here. They'll be in the description down below. Until next time, thank you for watching. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.